line there is condemned unfairly by the executive, legislature and judiciary is what the headline is. It's a picture there of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Impeachment has been upheld. Although the High Court found flaws in parts of the impeachment process of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and awarded him 50 million shillings in damages, it upheld the Senate's vote to remove him from office stands, dealing a major blow to his bid for political redemption and causing confusion in the rule of law. With the ruling effectively locking him out of public office unless overturned on appeal, the former deputy president now faces the toughest battle of his political career. Gachagua must now chart a new course as questions mount over his influence in Mount Kenya, his leverage within the opposition, and his path to the 2027 political contest. There is a quote there by Wakili Ahmed Nasir Abdullahi, Senior Counsel. Under Article 25C of the Constitution, the right to fair trial is a non-derogable right. So how can the court make quasi-constitutional excuses on amorphous grounds in its refusal to set aside the impeachment of Honorable Rigathi Gachagua? The Gachagua judgment, in my humble opinion, is on shaky, shallow, soggy, and something soil. In other words, akuna. So that's what it is, and it didn't. Quite a number of legal folk weighed in on this yesterday.
Learned fellows.
That is what I was looking for. Learned fellows weighed in on this yesterday, and it's interesting because for the first time in a long time, regardless of the political side that you're on, a lot of the wakili. I wanted to say wakili. Anyway, wakilizens decided it's a new country. The Wakilizens came together on this and they said, come on.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? If you say that the process is flawed to an extent, then the entire process has a problem. And that by virtue of you granting damages, you have essentially agreed that there was a problem. Now, the way to solve that problem is not to throw money at it, but to fix the issue, perhaps. So that's why they're saying it's on shaky ground. And if the Court of Appeal is worth its weight in bench, they will actually overturn this. This is what the Wakili are saying. Whomst am I?
Whomst are we?
I'm just a journalist. Now, we'll look into that because it continues to be a story. And in terms of when, the group of Paul Mwite and Elisha Ngoya and Jerry Minor and Jeru Degwa come together to say that this appeal now is ready. Probably is that they burnt the midnight oil to get it into the Court of Appeal, and to hear what the appellate court will say after that will be interesting. But this continues to be a battle based on that. Looking into other headlines this morning, boys step up to end period stigma, restore dignity for girls in the slum. I love this. To have the understanding that it's not something to be shied about. It's a natural physiological process, and that to have this issue to be an issue is an issue. At a glance, 10 to 19-year-old girls highly affected by menstrual poverty in Kenya due to limited economic opportunities and financial freedom. But in Nairobi's informal settlements, boys are challenging long-held menstrual taboos. They're supporting girls with dignity and helping schools tackle stigma surrounding periods. Newton Isaboke, a pupil at the Nyungumu St. John's Comprehensive School in Korogosho, demonstrates the correct use of a sanitary pad for them to understand. You know what? If you understand something, you can fight for it better.
True.
Regardless of what situation that you're in.
I think it's proper that it's happening. Yeah. It's proper that it's happening.
Absolutely. And MPs and Senate still can't agree on counties' cash. Get it together, folks. You don't have time for this kind of thing. National Assembly feels that giving counties 443 billion shilling would strain the budget. Which one? This same one. Okay. Senate thinks that 425 billion shilling proposed by MPs is too little for counties' function. So MPs say this money that you want is too much. Senate says this money that you want to give is too little.
What does the law say, though?
The law said that there's a percentage.
Usually 15% of.
Yes, of the budget is supposed to go towards the devolved units. The amount in contention here is 18 billion. The difference in what members of parliament are saying too much and what Senate is saying is too little, rather what the National Assembly, because they're all members of parliament, what the National Assembly is saying is too much and what the Senate is saying is too little. The difference is 18 billion. Does 18 billion sound like a number you've heard somewhere before?
A lot, yes.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Does it sound close to a number you've heard? 18 billion, something billion? No, okay.
Yeah.
Court upholds Gachagwa's ouster, awards him 50 million shillings. By the way, if he refuses that money, where does it go? If he refuses that money, where does it go?
So it's not paid. So
it just remains where it is.
It just remains where it is.
Where does it come from?
That would mean it's the government that needs to pay, no?
Inatoka wapi, lakini is there a budget for, emergencies? You know how you have your emergency coin jar? Sasa ni, like, just in case somebody's going to sue us.
Yeah.
You need to have, like, some money in the jar. This comes from there?
I think so.
Okay. Court shuts door on Gachagwa's revival bid. Essentially, court, if you're thinking you're going to come back and run, remember he's been saying that depending on what happens in the court, that would then determine whether he would run for office or not. The court kind of says, well, not really. If the appellate court now says something different, we'll see. Looking quickly into other headlines as we probably discuss those stories. Maraga arrested as park protest erupts in chaos. That was a beautiful analogy that you gave. That the person who's arresting you is a forest officer who is meant to be protecting the forest. And this man is actually protecting the forest and saying you people should not build, and then you arrest him. Paradoxical, oxymoronic, all of those together.
Some confusion.
Tupu. Locals set to protest against Ebola facility. They're still not giving up on this, and they're saying absolutely not. There's a guy, it looks like if he's held any wider, he might rip apart. An activist shouts slogans while being arrested by plainclothes Kenya police officers during a protest against a US-built Ebola quarantine center planned to begin operations at Kenya's Laikipia Air Base in downtown Nairobi on the 2nd of June. My goodness, this guy is flexible. Even more flexible than Dennis Aseto's shoulders.
I look forward to those days when police would show up, identify themselves, give you their service number, tell you your offense, and proceed to arrest you. Here, some individuals just show up in plain clothes and tell you, "Ingia hapa, unafanya nini hapa?"
By the way, do they ever wait for people to answer?
Where?
Like, ukiniuliza nafanya nini hapa, si ngoja nikwambie what I'm actually doing here.
Maipigwa kofi.
See, wait, I tell you, you've asked me.
Yeah.
You wait, I tell you what I'm doing here, then now we can have a conversation.
Where? Is there room for negotiation?
Then kwa nini unaniuliza? Usiniuliza nafanya nini? Kama hutaki kujua.
Unauliza serikali maswali.
Uliniuliza, sija nafaa kujibu.
Unafanya nini hapa? Chill officer.
Nilikuwa nimekuja kununua mkate.
I'm here to demonstrate according to the rights granted by the katiba. Utajua, utaambia koti. Yeah.
Education crisis worsens as war schools close over student unrest when they listen to whoever they listen to, and it's unfortunate that this continues to happen. But I'm telling you, I said it yesterday, and I said it last week, and I'll continue saying, until you deal with the issues, be ready for continued unrest. Excuse me, PS Bitok, who, by the way, is the subject of the headline on page 9. Bitok under fire for mishandling education docket. There's no other way to say it. I never met the man, so I can't tell you whether I like him or hate him. I don't know him. But by their words and their deeds, you shall know them.
Yes.
This handling is mishandling. You cannot deal with it like this. Tell me I don't know anything. It could be about education. It's okay. We could actually be in me not knowing anything about education. You and I, Mr. PS, could actually be in the same boat. Because honestly, this is not the way to deal with it. Address the issue.
Yes.
I can't say it enough.
Don't open the next page. Just go below Bitok story and read that story.
Below Bitok story. What want Migori? Let me stretch. Mbadi launches construction of 2 roads in Migori County and says state is to deliver more. Sasa,
niko na swali.
Here we go.
Minister of Roads, Mr. Chirchirako. Shh. This man should be thinking how capitation is getting to schools.
He should remember that there's a budget that's going to be read on Thursday.
Thank you. This man should be doing other things. Him trying to control things he can't control, he should get out.
He's even sitting inside that thing.
Oh my God.
Umeona? Hivi, unaweza kuonyesha hawa watu. Buddy is sitting inside that thing is called what?
An earth mover.
Earth mover.
Excavator with that one.
He's sitting inside the thing. Inside Akondani.
Budget is on Thursday.
Yeah. Thank you for highlighting that story.
Hey.
But he's launched 2 roads.
Okay.
Hey, I'm ready.
Where's the Minister of Roads? I thought the reason why you have cabinet is because each and every single person has their docket, their handling.
So no.
That would mean if there is a road that is being launched, the cabinet secretary in charge of roads should be doing that.
So no.
The person in charge of money should just be sitting and saying, hey,